How we doing, Ann Arbor? Let's hear it for Earth Day. Let's hear it for science. Let's hear it for clean water. Let's hear it for clean air. Let's hear it for the Great Lakes. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, thank you all so much for coming out. It is a huge crowd that we have today. Let's hear it for all of you. I think this is about as many people as came out to the Women's March in Ann Arbor. This is amazing. And a beautiful day. The earth is smiling upon us. So our Great Lakes are a super important part of who we are as Michiganders. And I saw that there's a lot of people with Great Lakes related signs. Hold them up high, folks. So the Great Lakes, one of the most important things that we're talking about right now in Lansing is Line 5. And actually, I introduced House Resolution 51, which calls on the Governor and the Attorney General to shut down Line 5. So we have a lot of great folks out here today fighting to shut down Line 5. That's one of the biggest threats to our Great Lakes right now. I want to thank them for being here. One of the things that I've noticed being in Lansing is there aren't very many scientists in politics. And folks, I think we need to change that, okay? We need to change that. A lot of the issues that we talk about, whether it's the Department of Environmental Quality, the Department of Natural Resources, agriculture, so many of our topics that we, whether funding resources or policies, have to do with science. And so if you don't have a science background, if you don't understand the basic premise of inquiry, then you cannot understand how some of these policies will actually work and actually impact people. So we need scientists in elected office. We need scientists to run. We need scientists to vote. We need scientists to get out there and make their voices heard, because it helps to make a better nation, a better state, a better country. Thank you. Folks, these are troubling times for our country, troubling times for science, troubling times for the advancement of truth and knowledge and understanding. But we've been here before. We've been in a position where science wasn't valued in the past. We've been in a position where the oppression of racial minorities was commonplace. We've been in a position where racism was part of our institutions. We've been there before. And as a nation, we came together to slowly fight back, to slowly move the needle of progress in the right direction. So the dark times that we feel today, they feel very dark. It feels like the sun has set and night is upon us. And we can't see good things coming. We can't see good things happening. It feels like our ideas, our pursuit of truth and progress has been stymied. It feels like we've taken many steps in the wrong direction. But what we have to remember is that even in the darkness, we hold the light. Even in the darkness, we hold the light. Similar to the idea that the pursuit of science is pursuing some greater truth, so too political progress is the pursuit of a more perfect nation. And I think that the pursuit of science and the pursuit of a more perfect nation can be found as very similar parallels. And that pursuit, as we know as scientists, that pursuit of the truth, it takes time. And there are moments in that pursuit where we feel despair that we will not find the answer, that we will not get to that greater truth. Just like in the history of our nation, where there have been moments of despair, where we've had Jim Crow, where we have had slavery, where we have had genocide, and yet we have persevered. The blood, the sweat, the tears of our people who have come before, the people who are here today, fighting for that better future, fighting for that pursuit of a better nation. That is what we are joined and called upon to do today, because even in the darkness, that is when we must burn our light the brightest, to find that truth, to pursue that knowledge, to fight for the better nation that we all know is possible. That is what we are called to do. That is why we are here today. We are fighting for a better America. We are fighting for a better understanding of what this nation is about. So let us not despair, because even in the darkness, even when our lights are shining brightly, we can look to the future and know that the sun will rise again. And that is what we know thanks to science. Thank you so much.